Hey guys, what's up? It's No Help, and today I'm going to be bringing a brand new series, and I'm going to be calling it Chilling and Skilling. Might sound kind of cheesy, but I think it's going to work out. I'm actually pretty excited for this series. I've been wanting to start it for a while now because I can upload these more consistently, and I'll have a lot more fun recording them, and I can just talk about things, whether it be RuneScape or real life. Okay, so first in this video, I'm going to be talking about why RuneScape is so successful and why it has so many players and is a lot more popular than other games. Just letting you guys know, I will be doing these live, so I'll be messing up a little bit, obviously, but that's kind of the whole point of this, is for you guys to just sit back, chill, and listen to me and get some levels and experience. So let's get going. My number one reason that I think RuneScape has been so successful over the years is updates. Some of them being bad, for example, evolution of combat and things like that. Overall, though, if the game didn't have updates, it wouldn't stay alive because people would finish all the content, obviously. And there's so many new things to do. Like every Thursday, I believe it is, for old school, anyways, they release a brand new update, which just keeps the game fresh, keeps the game more entertaining, different ways to do things, and different ways to build your account up. Another thing about RuneScape is that there are so many things to do. You can log in and do anything you want. You don't have to follow a storyline, which most games failed at. I mean, for example, some games like Mario and things like that, Skyrim, they have pretty cool storylines. I guess Skyrim doesn't as much, but Mario, things like that, Pokemon, other really successful games. Yeah, sure, they had a storyline and stuff, but this game, you can kind of just choose what you want to do. You don't have to follow a certain storyline unless you're doing questing, obviously, but that's for people that like storylines and things like that. There's so much that you can do on this game. You can log in and literally do something different every single day, or you can grind one thing. And yeah, there's just so many different ways you can play the game, build different accounts, and there's no story to tell you. You have to do this at that time. Keeping that in mind, you could log in and be really upset one day or whatever, and you might want to go train some combat and kill a few things just to get your anger out. Or you could just be in a really chill mood. Maybe you're tired or something, and you could just cook or do some fishing or something like that. You don't have to do a certain thing at any given time. Pretty much all skills you can are different. Like some you have to pay attention to. Like if you're really in the mood for playing, you could just train some hunter or train some construction or stuff. But if you're in the mood for just chilling, watching YouTube videos, movies, etc., you could train the AFK skills like mining, fishing, cooking, fire making pretty much at Wintertod now. Slayer, you could do a bunch of AFK things, and that's one thing I love so much about RuneScape is that it's not a game where you have to completely focus on all the time, and you can see your progression, and you don't like, for example, I've been AFKing RuneScape 3 for a year and a half now, and averaging almost a million experience a day, but that game's a little bit different. But the time I looked at the screen is very, very like you don't have to pay attention at all. I've been more focused on this account, obviously. But yeah, I've been playing two RuneScape accounts consistently for 2 years, and I just play them completely differently. Like I pay more attention to this one quest, do a little bit of PVMing, Slayer, things like that, and just focus more on goals. I'm actually gonna kill this woman by accident. But yeah, you can just sit back and chill if you like, or you could go ham at the game. It's like really up to what you feel like doing at that given time. Next, another reason why RuneScape is so successful over other games is because the progression in RuneScape, the dedication that it takes to actually achieve a goal is insane compared to other games like other even other MMOs. You can complete them in a week, and really, like I don't see a point in that. Like you could play a game 10 hours a day and complete it in a week. Like then you're done with the game. Like I'm sure there's more you can do in the game, but you complete basically the main part of the game. This game, there's really no end to it. Some people may disagree and say, yeah, you can get max cape and then you're done with the game, but you can still do quest cape, you can still do achievement diaries, you can still do ranks, you can build another type of account and play differently. Like for now, I'm playing Iron Man mode, but there's just so much that you can do. And if you do actually go for max, it's gonna take you like 4 years. Like if you play it consistently all the time, it's gonna take you like 4 years on this game to max. So there pretty much isn't an end goal. I have maxed on my RuneScape 3 account over a year and a half ago, and I still play like almost every day. So like there's really no end goal to this game, which a lot of other games failed at. they give you goals to reach, but you complete them in such a little time. Like, sure, maybe some games take 30, 40 hours to beat, but that's not a like if you try to finish rune crafting, I think it's like 400, 300, 400 hours, and that's one skill out of like what 25 we have. So you're consistently going to be playing thousands of hours if you want to actually complete this game. And with the one thing I think they really do well is skill capes. If you completely max a skill, you get the 99 skill cape to show off, and it's kind of just like an achievement that to show everyone that you did complete that skill. And I think that's something that they did really well. It makes people aim for the goals, and yeah, just other things like unlocks, for example, with this game. It every not real like every let's go to a skill like crafting or something, not crafting, wood cutting. Okay, we'll go with wood cutting. It gives you things to look forward to. So like oak logs, 15 wood cutting, 30 wood cutting. It just shows you that you can, if you get higher in this skill, you can chop these different trees, things like that. With same with every single skill in this game, it just gives you so much to look forward to, so much different things that you want to do, and I just love it about the game that you can just keep unlocking things, and you can do it at your own pace. You don't have to follow some storyline and do cook food once for a game and then you're good forever. Like you have to cook thousands and thousands of food if you want to be able to train your combat and things like that. One thing that really pisses me off about a lot of games is you have to pick a class. Like you want to be a mage, you want to be an archer, you want to be a warrior, things like that. That's just so fucking stupid. On this game, you can do everything. You can, there's no like picking a certain class. You choose what you want to do. You could do them all. You could just do one. Choose exactly what you want to do, and you have to use all, all types of combat to even get quest capes and shit like that in this game. There's no stupid classes or anything like that. Like some games you're going to be focused on a chef. This game is every single thing you can think of, all into one, and it just gives you so much more options to how you play the game. I know people are gonna not like this comment too much, but the economy on this game is so much better than other games. I'm probably lagging a little bit, so I might just take the audio out of this, who knows. But the economy on this game is literally so much better than other games, for example, like things like Maple Story. That's just a long time ago, obviously. But I just remember people standing there spamming, selling this, selling this. That was like what Runescape used to be, but the Grand Exchange is just so much more convenient, so much better for doing everything. You just type in what you want to buy, and basically the player decides the price of things like the demand of an item. And I think that's just overall amazing. We're going to talk about different types and play styles of different accounts for a little bit. You can basically play a main account where you can trade, use the Grand Exchange, trade any player you want, buy and sell items, flip and merch. Um, Basically, you have access to everything. Or you could play a restricted account like I play. I play Iron Man mode, which is basically a self-sufficient account where you can't trade other players, cannot use the Grand Exchange. You have to get every single item yourself. And that's just what other game has that where you have a different way to play. And I'm not talking about like Minecraft where you can play on hardcore mode or whatever. This is completely different. Like you can play the exact same game solo, which whenever I thought about that, I'm like, that's impossible. But look, I already have a 99. I know it's one of the easiest ones, but I wouldn't have looked at my stats and been like, I got that all by myself without trading another player. I just think that's pretty cool that they have different game modes that you can play the exact same game on, but you still can interact with other players and things like that and talk to them and chat to them and stuff. It's not like you can play offline. But yeah, it's just like you can play solo and have basically see what you can do on your own and see how much knowledge you know about the game. One of the last things I'm going to talk about is the price of this game compared to other games, for example, World of Warcraft, things like that. Other games, well, some other games you pay $60 and you have the game for life, which, you beat the game like I already talked about, and then you're done with it. So it's kind of just useless at that point. This game's only about $10 a month, which may seem a little pricey, but games like World of Warcraft are, I think it's about $1 a day, something like crazy like that. If you add that up, that's $30 a month. That's two RuneScape accounts and Spotify paid for in the month. So really, $10 a month is nothing compared to what some other games play. And keep in mind, there is a free-to-play version of the game. So if you want to go out and try it or make an alternative account or test something else out, you can just build a free account. It's free to play. So yeah, that's basically one of the reasons that I think this game is so successful. Hey, look at that. We just got 67 cooking. Last reason that I'm gonna say why this game is so successful. This is kind of a mistake they made in the past, but this is more towards with old school RuneScape, is every update that comes into this game is player decided. So There's literally I find another game that has that, where players decide the updates that come into the game. It's players' decision of what they want to come in the game. I think it's 75, 80% or something like that of the votes have to be yes before the thing will be actually launched into the game. So the players decide how they want their game to become, if they want this update to happen or whatever. No other game, I can't think of another game that would actually do that, where they let the players decide what they're going to be developing. That's another really main reason why old school is so popular and so, what's it called, so successful, that they let the players decide exactly what they want to come into their game. Anyways, guys, I'm just mumbling a little bit now. Tell me how this video went. Probably is pretty shit, to be completely honest, because I just made this all up on the spot. But I have a couple other skill and chill video ideas planned. More about in real life ones and shit like that. Easier to talk to, obviously. But tell me how you guys like this. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Hope you enjoyed.